Hey everybody, it is April 23rd, and I know a lot of what we do is like repetitive and redundant, and it can be exhausting, pushing these projects with Become Ungovernable. And it really can be mentally draining, physically draining, doing it every day. Me and Deb and our team have been like working tirelessly for the past 2 years. Deb especially. And I'm making this video to, I don't know, help you guys or maybe make my point a little clearer. I'm not debating these people who are promoting voting anymore, promoting petitions and promoting these controlled opposition medias. We're so beyond that. We really are. It's good to talk to these people, but we need to each for ourselves determine whether, the person we're talking to online is helpable or whether they're not. And sometimes you may be wrong about it, and you may, cut someone off, and maybe they would wake up next week. Who knows? I just recommend that you guys put yourselves first and not argue with idiots. And more often than not, I've caught myself arguing with people who just don't mentally get it. They're not mentally there yet. So I try and save my energy for the people that are ready to mobilize, that are ready to really take a stand. A lot of what I do is creating media, creating memes, creating promotions, creating movements specifically to address certain problems. Just today, I thought of doing a Church 2 movement, like a playoff of the Me Too movement, but an actual grassroots movement, not co-opted by the establishment, to bring awareness of pedophiles within churches, all religions, and that's definitely going to be a long-term project. I'm sorry, I've got a migraine today, so this is a lot harder than normal. Dealing with these people, okay? It needs to be like the perfect combination between being understanding and kind and courteous as a human being, showing your humanity, but at the same time, not taking any shit, not allowing people to run you over. The Become Ungovernable movement, at its core, the platform will never change because of the people. It will grow larger and it will accomplish more things, but at its core, we oppose the establishment. At its core, we oppose voting. And we do that because there is no chance of reform from within. This system does not work for any of us, any of the poor, any of the underprivileged, anybody that wasn't born into extreme wealth or sucked into it for whatever talents they may have. They're puppets. They're being manipulated. They're tools for the establishment. People like Kanye and Kardashians and all those pretty faces, the people that use their talents and their skills for to legitimize the system, we have to denounce them. We have to stop. People like Tim Black, even. He wouldn't have the platform he has right now if he didn't shield for the Democratic Party. And I know that a lot of people would be like, oh, confused by that. But personally, I've seen things, his own actions that show his character. Like the Donna Brazil interview, okay? I'm not even going to go into it today because I got a migraine and That's a topic for a non-migraine day. My point is, if you don't already know what I'm talking about, then you're not even where you need to be right now. So, like, look at our videos from like 2 years ago. That's where you are. Right now, I'm talking to the people specifically that are awake, that are aware, whatever you want to call it. We need you guys to join the Become Ungovernable movement. Whether using whatever skills you personally have, whether you're great at promoting, whether you're great at doing podcasts or researching. We need a lot of researchers. Whether you can make graphics, make art, get out in the street. Most of all, we need people to leaflet. We need people to take our message to the street, and we have a shit ton of content for you. We have like 20 different websites and pages and accounts for you to access that have content on there pre-made, like Obstruct the Vote, obstructthevote.org. Okay, it's got a dash in between each word, obstruct dash the dash vote.org. It has a whole bunch of everything on our philosophy on why you shouldn't vote, myths about voting, and then rebuttals that you could literally copy and paste to give other people. That's what I do. That's what everybody that supports the movement does, okay? If you see something, share it, copy and paste it, but not only that, recruit other people to do it too and say, hey, if you support this message, share this and copy and paste it, share this graphic out. Let people know what's happening. A revolution has arrived in America. All we have to do is tell people about it. I'd say definitely don't waste your time too long on the people who are not mentally ready. The people that are mental slaves, those are the ones that are going to be helped long-term by all of our projects. Right now, we need to, if you're ready to mobilize, if you're ready to really take a stand, join Become Ungovernable. We have, we just launched our radio station that is giving voices of dissent a platform. So people like myself will no longer have to post on Facebook. Say if they ban me permanently again, okay, this is the last device that even has access to Facebook anymore. They've already permanently banned 3 of mine. I'll try and make a new account, and it just says permanently an error on 3 of my devices. This is not a fucking joke, okay? I even have screenshots of it all. But my point is, it's not like I'm going to sue them or anything, because I've already seen from DNC fraud lawsuit, I've already seen that we will not have justice within our courts. So documenting the censorship is really all we can do, and find other ways, like the radio station, to speak without having them censor us. So that's why the radio station is so fucking important, because we need to draw people in. So we have, Patricia, Indy Dave, Adam Rice, myself, Della, Piana, we're all uniting and getting these voices of dissent who are ready, who do understand how corrupt this government is, that do understand that we have to encourage people to mobilize, because those that are wasting our time arguing online, those people, the only way to wake those people up is to get this message out, but to do it in mass. So we're not going to be able to mobilize those people. The only way we're going to wake those brainwashed people up, those people that have like symptoms of Stockholm syndrome, the only way that they're going to understand that what we're saying is true is if they see a lot of people in every major city protesting out in the street. That's the only way. So if you're watching this and you're ready to mobilize, or you're even thinking about maybe protesting, contact us, become.ungovernable at protonmail.com and say, hey, I want to know more about Become Ungovernable. Go to BecomeUngovernable.org for our boycotts. Go to Revolutionary Radar, I believe it's revolutionaryradar.com, for our blog, for our radio station. I mean, I'll put all these links below. We have so many. Obstruct the Vote, our boycott page, and it's growing by the day. Like, we have been working tirelessly for so long to give voices of dissent a platform, to encourage people to speak out against this government, because it is not reformable. This government is not reformable. It's not. So I'm not arguing with the voters anymore, because if you're still advocating for voting, then you don't get it. You haven't done your research, and you're wasting time. You're wasting our time. The people that are ready to dedicate their lives and their life to educating people, to uniting outside the system, to keeping it peaceful. If we show any sign of violence in any form, they will shut us down so quickly, and that's not what this movement is about. On top of that, the reason why groups like Antifa, which is a terrorist organization, it's not the same thing as what it used to be in like the 30s or whatever. This is Antifa. When I reference that, I'm talking about a violent group that at their core, they talk about punching Nazis and all that shit. We cannot be a part of that. If you want to be a part of that, you can go and exclude me from it, because I will not approve it. I will not legitimize it. I will not encourage it. I don't want any part of it. And you guys shouldn't either. You know, frankly, if you have any fucking brain cells in your head. But we need to mobilize. We need the people that have skills like editing, video editing, or you just want to participate. You want to know what's going on. We have live streams every Sunday now. First, you need to get a Proton Mail, because we don't discuss anything. You're not going to see, I mean, we have event pages for an event page for Obstruct the Vote and for the boycotts. And we will continue to do that just to kind of help promote it. But we're not focusing on that as a way to recruit people to help us, because they're going to look at this event page, they're going to maybe click interested, and then they're not going to give a shit. The real way to mobilize is to get people on Proton Mail. First of all, make an account, protonmail.com, and then email us. I'll put the email below that you can email us. And then ask us, say, hey, I want to sign up for the newsletter because I want to receive the email invites to our weekly live stream. And then that way you can contribute, give your thoughts and ideas, and know what's going on. Even if you're not ready to participate, say maybe you had an injury or a surgery and you can't do anything right now, but you want to be in the loop, join us. Just watch. Give your voice. Give your opinion. We don't even require that you have a video camera on. Put a fucking Band-Aid on it or tape, whatever. You can change your username. We don't care. We just, we need able, free-thinking, revolutionary minds to work together. I think I've been feeling a bit depressed today because I haven't really been sleeping, and, you know, migraines and stuff. So I think the only thing that really makes me feel better when I feel like that is to get out and protest. So I'm gonna, I don't know, maybe not. We'll see. But we really need participation. So please contact me or contact Della Piana if you understand how the system cannot be reformed and you want to be a part of something bigger than yourself. Put all your egos aside, because this is a collective effort. We don't conform to the new people that join our group. If they like our platform, then they can join the platform. This is not about any single person. This is about the content. So look at Obstruct the Vote, look at Become Ungovernable, look at our boycotts, and see what you want to support. See which movement you want to join, if not all of them, in some shape or form. One thing I will say that we really need, that doesn't require any really talent or education, is sharing repeatedly throughout the day. I'll put all the links below. We need people sharing all of our different social media accounts, sharing the content on there. I'm making the content, Deb's making content, Adam, Indy Dave, we're all making content for you guys to share, to educate yourselves, educate other people. I will say, doing these podcasts, doing this radio station, Become Ungovernable Radio, I really feel like it gives our message more validity than just being on YouTube or just being on Facebook. The level of work we're going to put into this, and that we have already put into this, shows that this is something different, something not funded by any corporation, and that's why it's definitely taken so much longer, because this is a movement created only by the people. It's not created by money, although it has sucked a lot of our money, especially Deb. So donations are important. I'll put that below as well. I really hope to see more of you guys getting involved and really not just sharing, but doing more than that, participating, showing up to our weekly live streams, and learning who to tune out, learning how to identify infiltrators. What else? Learning to trust yourself and trust your research, because we're at the point where you really can't trust anybody on the internet unless you've known them for a long time. And even then, I've known people for years that I found out were infiltrators that work for the DNC. But just love each other, research as much as you can, and I hope to hear from you guys soon.